Yeah, thanks for joining. Wanted to reach out to some very nice people. I was just got back from IHOP, and I had like 4 sets of people just come up to me arbitrarily, thank me for my service, which is very, very nice. I really enjoy that. Thank you very much. A lot of beautiful, nice people out there, and it's always a joy to talk to you. It really is. Now, taking care of another piece of business, and by the way, thank you very much for, along those lines, thank you very much for Warrior at Warriors for Truth. I appreciate that as well. I'll be very interested to see what you roll out on Alan Didio. That'll be keen. I'll be very, very interested in that. So thank you very much for doing the work on that. I should as well. I've been meaning to get into a certain piece of literature that presents the gospel. It has a lot of the spirit of the gospel, but it doesn't present the theological truth. That is the problem. That's why we do what we do, because of the theological truth that is not being told, or if it's misaligned, misconstrued, butchered, coerced, you get the picture. That's why we do what we do, day in and day out. It's a thankless job. You're not going to be popular, so on and so forth. But anyway, thank you very much, Warriors for Truth. And also love up Jesus. I appreciate that. And now we're going to get into this other person that is a staunch, because the other day, here's the lead on. We'll build this up. The other day, we did a mini expose on the just total falsehood of the aliens and why not only are they being pushed disclosure-wise from a secular standpoint, but also by so-called religious adherents. You know, it's kind of like the woman who rides the beast, or the false prophet that works for the Antichrist spirit, who works for the Antichrist collective spirit, and so on and so forth. So we've got a lot of these things. All of that is painted all over the place in Revelation 17, chapter 17, 18, chapter 13 of Revelation, so on and so forth. So based on that, we have people out there that if they don't believe in the true Christianity or what's at stake, they're going to default to all of the protocols, if you will, as far as information goes, of aliens. They're in love with aliens. Let's just put that on the table for everyone to see. They are in love with aliens. They're pushing Christianity off to the side. And there's a lot of Christians that do it. Because why? Oh, hey, we want to see the whole rapture occur before any of the aliens get here. And then I get people, detractors is what you officially call them, I get them that come back and say, oh, you have bitterness of heart. I will pray for you, brother. First of all, you're not my brother. So get away from that. Get away from that. If you got bad doctrine, you're running with the bad doctrine. So you need to know what pitfalls you've already fallen into. And it's a pit. It's many, many theological pits you have fallen into and been ensnared by. Like it says in Luke, you know, the snare, talking about which. And then they come back, the detractors come back and they say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. So let's get into one of those such types. We're trying to be nice. We're trying to. And whose name? His name is Ili Kalya. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, you must have spent brainwaves of your information trying to concoct a handle like this. Isla Kalya. No. We're going to call you Icky Poo. Icky, for short. We'll call you Icky. And you're right, because this is in response to laying the parameters out of what the strategic objectives and goals are for the people who want to push this disclosure, and or the Christians who say, oh yeah, it'll be as in the days of Rome with the 10 toes. Oh, oops, it's way past 25 now. Well, it's going to be, okay, well, the aliens, we'll replace the 10 toes of Daniel 2:43. We'll replace that with aliens. Yeah, that sounds, ooh, I just had that bright idea. We'll do that. Oh, you're so bitter. The detractors will come by and accuse us. No, we're just telling the truth. We're just telling the truth. Because your truth, if it doesn't match up with proper hermeneutical, exegetical, those are 2 fancy words, biblical theology, then you're living a lie. From a theological standpoint, you're living a lie. So we must have stepped, because the whole last video centered on the aliens and the disclosure aspect of it. Because in Daniel 2:43, it talks about the 10 toes that they thought was going to be the revived Roman Empire. Since that didn't pan out, we'll give another take on this so that you understand it, is that they replaced that with the whole aspect of the aliens. You talk about wild, ad hoc interpretation. These 7-year dispensational preacher rapture cultists are infamous for that. Oh, you're so hateful, brother. Do not call us brother again if you don't have the right doctrine. Oh, you're so hateful, I don't like you. Don't call us brother again unless you got the right doctrine. Then you're allowed to come back. But if we step on your toes because we're making truthful claims about where you're coming from. That's not our fault. That's your fault. Let's go more into it. Icky, this is what you say. It's bizarre. To give everybody else kind of a lead on, his response, his initial response, is bizarre. I will call you, Icky. They are not aliens, they are natives. What? Icky, see, we kind of let the truth be known. Don't be watching or listening to Coast to Coast. Okay. You got all this from Coast to Coast. With Art Bell, George Newry, and they got a new guy in there now. I've been listening to that stuff for many years. I know what I'm talking about. And that's where you got your misinformation from. It's time to leave that paradigm, Icky. I had to. We all had to. Icky. But you go on. Obviously, you didn't understand much of that Bible. But that is exactly what the parable about the wheat and tares is about. Oh, really, Icky? Icky, you are sticky with bad theology. Icky, your theology is stupid. We do not suffer fools gladly, Icky. We do not suffer fools gladly. Your theology is stupid. Are we getting to the core of the matter, Icky? The wheat and the tares. You wildly presumptuize, by presumption, I just coined the term, that the aliens have to do with the wheat and tares. What a stupid, Icky, stupid response is that? Oh, well, where's your love, brother? We'll naturally hear from all these other detractors. Where's your love, brother? We're 7-year dispensational preacher rapture cultists, and we want to be out of here. So anything about aliens, we're gonna listen to. That's your problem. Obviously, you didn't understand much of that Bible, but that is exactly what the parable about the wheat and the tares is about. Oh, really, Icky? But I guess that was lost on you. No, don't get stupid and don't guess, Icky. They have always been here. Oh, well, you said it must be true. Evil's always been here too. Icky, what was your first clue? Icky, you get us excited. What can we say? They have always been here, and they ain't nothing to worry about. A dog whistle would deeply ruin their world. Oh, really? Icky! Icky! Get with the rest of humanity, Icky! And they ain't nothing to worry about. A dog whistle would deeply ruin their world. IDK. Oh, is that short for I don't know? No, you don't! The only thing in this dissertation that you got right was I don't know, and you don't, Icky. Maybe knowing a book. Oh, here it comes. Maybe knowing a book would be a good thing to do before we go teaching it. Yeah. Icky, I'm at a loss for words trying to describe you. You don't even know the book, but else you're going to project. It's reverse projection for your own fallacious faults, and you're going to try to project it on us. Well, Ick, it ain't working. We're not going to read the stuff in the middle. We're just going to go down, and we're going to read the last installment of your putrid, sludge, garbage, sewer talk, Icky. We're being nice. What did you have to say here, the last chop? Because we're getting rid of you, Icky. We're getting totally rid of you after I read this, as a matter of fact. Oh, here's what you say on your last entry, Icky. It's profound. Oh, it is so profound, Icky. I have a feeling, this is from you, Ick. I have a feeling you will regret this statement. I accept apologies in crayon only. Why does that not surprise us? This is so rich. It has to be read again. Oh, Icky. I have a feeling you will regret this statement. I accept apologies in crayon only. For you, Icky, this is so apropos and so fitting given your lack of any discernment, your idiocracy with aliens. This is so rich, Icky. You could not have given me a bigger gift for you showing what kind of a donkey's ass you are, Icky. Let's go on. I accept apologies in crayon only. Make sure there is a giant rainbow. No, we're not going to make sure. And we must be pictured skipping and holding hands under a giant sun. No, Icky. There ain't going to be no of that, or none of that. I'm so excited. Icky, you got me excited. I'm enjoying every nanosecond of this. Because you're such a plausible doofus, Icky. We do not suffer fools gladly, Icky. I call ya, or whatever your handle is. Who cares? Because here's the bottom line, Ick. Go worship your aliens. See what they're going to do for you, Iggy. Maybe they'll help you out. Maybe they'll come to your door. And then you can be by your door with a dog whistle. Right. Maybe you can break out your crayons, Iggy, and color. Get some coloring books. I'll even send them to you, Iggy. Get some coloring books, and you can write your own stuff and color your own. Try to stay within the lines. That's all that we ask, Iggy. I call you out or whatever you are. Get your alien friends. If you get out of line, no pun intended, if you color off, in one of the other lines or areas, maybe one of the other aliens will get you right back where you need to be so that you can be coloring appropriately, so that it will look nice on paper. Then you can go skipping through all the fields of rosebuds and flowers and sunflowers and watch out for the poison ivy, Iggy. Watch out for that. And then, when you get time, get into the Word of God. Request some prayers for your soul. But for right now, this is all on you, Iggy. You got to do the work. We're going to cast you off. You're persona non grata as of this very moment. Matter of fact, we are going to remove you, Iggy. We're going to remove you right now, right this very moment. Here we go. Remove, reply. Remove, Ila Kaya. Remove. Watch. There it is. Here we go. Reply, removed. Isn't that so cool, Iggy? Because you're not even part of this channel anymore. No one's going to see your comments. This will be between you and God. Keep your stupid, stinking, putrid aliens out of the equation, Iggy. If you know what's good for you, take your dog whistles and run them over in your driveway with your car. Or a wheelbarrow with a whole bunch of bricks in the wheelbarrow. Just run over your dog whistles. Okay, Ick, are you with us? If you're running out there, stay running. Keep pushing the needle. Keep rowing the boat. I really do love you guys. Let's keep getting the word out there. And thank you for all the nice people out there. I love you guys. Some people, not so much. It's hard to love them. We're trying. But they're not making it easy, because when we try to love them back, they double down. And they reverse project. You're going to see this all the time. I've known this all my life. They're going to reverse project whatever it is that they are deficient in. It could be theology, could be personality, could be this, could be that, could be anything. Watch out for those people, because they will take advantage of you. And you've got to know when to cut bait and just sail on. They're not worth it. They're not worth it. You do not. It will impede your forward progress from a spiritual standpoint if you try to stop, completely stop, and try to coddle them. It's not going to do you any good. Please understand that. Thank you for getting the truth out there. I love you guys. Talk soon.